Henry Cavill's salary as Superman was way lower than expected, but his role still made him a fan favorite, leaving a big mark in the DCU. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. Superman might be invincible, but Henry Cavill's paycheck? Not so much. Fans of the DCU's Man of Steel have long debated if Cavill was seriously underpaid for donning that iconic cape. And yes, he probably was. So, when you think Superman, you imagine sky-high paychecks, right? But Cavill's earnings weren't quite on the same planet as other big-name superheroes. Sure, he pulled in millions by the end, but when you stack his numbers against his peers, or even other Supermen, it's hard not to go, that's it. Let's dive into the receipts and break down just how much Cavill made flying around in tights and why it pales in comparison to others. Henry Cavill first suited up as Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. When he landed the role, he wasn't the big star he is today. In fact, he was a relative unknown to many moviegoers. So, when Cavill was offered $300,000, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter, for his first Superman movie, it seemed pretty reasonable, right? Well, not exactly. Sure, $300,000 might sound like a lot, but compared to other major Hollywood paychecks, it's pretty small change. On top of this upfront amount, Cavill's contract included back-end bonuses, meaning he'd get a cut of the movie's earnings if it did well at the box office, making around $670 million globally, per Box Office Mojo. As a result, Cavill's earnings from the movie went up to around $14 million, via Stylecaster. Sounds a little better, but let's keep it in perspective. Fast forward a few years, and Cavill reprised his role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, 2021. While the exact pay figures for these films are unclear, reports suggest that the 41-year-old made around $20 million for Joss Whedon's Justice League, 2017. And then there was Cavill's cameo in Black Adam, 2022. He appeared for a few minutes as Superman, but guess what his paycheck was? Just $250,000 per THR. That's not even a fraction of what A-list actors usually get for major cameos in superhero films. Now, let's talk about the paychecks of other actors who have played Superman over the years. When you compare Henry Cavill's salary to those who came before him, it becomes clear that he didn't exactly get paid like a leading superhero. Take Christopher Reeve, for example. He played Superman in the 1970s and 1980s and earned more than Cavill for his first film. Reeve's $250,000 paycheck, via Screen Rant, for Superman, 1978, is equivalent to about $1.2 million today. By the time he appeared in Superman 2, 1980, and Superman 3, 1983, his salary had jumped to $500,000 and $1 million, respectively. If you adjust for inflation, those numbers are even higher. So, while Reeve wasn't a big name when he first started as Superman, he still earned a lot more, relatively speaking, than Cavill did. Cavill ended up making $14 million for Man of Steel, thanks to its box office success. But that big payday only came after performance bonuses, which weren't a sure thing during filming. Reeve made $2.75 million for 4 Superman films, around $9.4 million today with inflation. Cavill earned more, mainly from Man of Steel's box office success and cameos in other movies. Cavill reportedly made $20 million for Justice League, a solid figure, but far less than stars like Robert Downey Jr., who earned more than $100 million in Marvel for his role of Iron Man, via Marca. His Black Adam cameo, however, brought in just $250,000, a small amount for a major superhero appearance. Then there's Tyler Hoechlin, who played Superman on the TV series Superman and Lois. Hoechlin reportedly made between $100,000 and $200,000 per episode, per Fiction Horizon. With multiple episodes each season, this adds up to a pretty big paycheck for the TV version of Superman. For a full season, Hoechlin can make well over $1 million. While TV salaries and film salaries work differently, it's still interesting to note that Hoechlin, who plays the same character, is earning more for a television show than the British star did for a major movie appearance. In general, superhero movie salaries for lead actors can vary a lot depending on the film and the actor's star power. But Cavill's paychecks for the Man of Steel films, especially in comparison to the pay of other actors who've played Superman, seem shockingly low. Despite some underwhelming paychecks for his superhero role, Henry Cavill's overall net worth is nothing to scoff at. Cavill has built a successful career, especially in recent years. Let's start with The Witcher. Cavill played Geralt of Rivia in the hit Netflix series. According to Cosmopolitan, he earned $400,000 per episode in Season 1. By Season 2, his salary increased to $1 million per episode. Amazon and Sony want a creative reset for the God of War TV series, which could lead to Henry Cavill casting Kratos himself. The past few years have been very difficult for Henry Cavill. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. While he rose to fame for his role as Clark Kent, aka Superman, in Man of Steel, Cavill has managed to land a variety of roles in the intervening years, including Sherlock Holmes in Enola Holmes and Geralt in Netflix's The Witcher. In the last 2 years, Cavill has lost 2 of his most important roles, Superman and Geralt. The actor plans to follow up these roles by appearing in the upcoming Warhammer 40K and Voltron series. However, with the recent changes made by Sony and Amazon to the God of War TV series, there is a chance for Cavill to join the cast as Kratos himself. Based on Sony and Santa Monica Studios' God of War series, the live-action adaptation was first unveiled globally in 2022, with Rafe Judkins taking over as showrunner and executive producer. Although we had no idea what the story of the adaptation was, Santa Monica introduced us to Kratos as he adventures with his son Atreus and fights various monsters from Norse mythology. However, the upcoming adaptation suffered a disastrous setback. New reports are pouring in that Amazon and Sony Pictures Television are planning a clean case for Prime Video's God of War series. This comes after Judkins left the project, along with other key executive producers. Amazon and Sony are both aiming to take the live-action adaptation in a whole new direction and are looking to bring on a new showcasing and writing team. Although the cast of the show is still unclear, this is a great opportunity for Henry Cavill to step in and take up the mantle of Kratos. With experience as Superman and Geralt, Cavill has the experience to bring physically demanding characters with deep stories and complex personalities to the big screen. He's quite the gamer and is already working on multiple projects related to popular franchises like Warhammer 40K and Voltron. Not only will Cavill do justice to the character of Kratos, but Amazon and Sony will be able to push the series to the next level by casting such a fan-favorite actor. Let's hope the new creative team comes close to Cavill with his ideas and gives us another video game series to remember. When the God of War TV series was revealed back in 2022, we weren't given a clear release window, but the fact that production had begun meant the adaptation was only a few years away. While the delay may take the release further, it is arguably the right decision. Amazon and Sony's decision to head to the drawing table for a TV series shows that they weren't sure what the team had created yet. It is undoubtedly a surprising decision. However, it proves the commitment of both parties to deliver something that matches the expectations of the fans and is not a major disaster. It would have been amazing to get more details about the cast and story of the God of War series, but such a revelation is likely years away now. We went back to the drawing board for a TV adaptation, which was essential to success. However, would you like to see any other actor leading the God of War franchise?